My name is Jenna Pilant, and I'm a style-crazed full-time creative living in sunny San Diego. In 2016, my husband and I purchased our forever home, and now, in between balancing my upholstery business, our 4 dogs, and just life in general, I'm going to renovate our home room by room, project by project myself, with some fun help from a few of my friends along the way. And I'm going to share it all with you right here on YouTube. So, are you ready to see a room bloom? So now that the family room's fireplace renovation project is finally completed, I bet you guys started to wonder if I would ever finish that. It's time to address one of the other areas in the family room that I had a design issue flaw with. That lone tiny pony wall. For whatever reason, ever since we moved in, it just seemed so random to me and offset. I had considered looking into getting rid of it, but in the same weird way it annoyed me, it also had grown on me, being there. Yes, I can be a conundrum to myself at times. I did have one other idea of building a second pony wall, a twin straight across from the original, which would give the room a bit of a craftsman feel that I thought might be nice. Plus, then I could potentially find or make a dog gate to put between the 2 pony wall twins, giving me and Dee the option of either keeping the dogs out of the family room or keeping them out of the neighboring kitchen when we were cooking or eating. But like most of my creative ideas, I hadn't the slightest clue how to build a wall. Nevertheless, a pony wall. I mean, I knew it would probably include 2x4s, screws, and some drywall, but I wanted to learn how to do it correctly. So I asked my contractor friend Steve to help me in this endeavor. To start the second pony wall, we first had to remove all the wood trim that was located where the new pony wall was going to be built. Not only because it was in the way, but also because I needed some pieces for reference as I tried to hunt down some additional matching trim. Next, supplies were purchased and Steve and I met back up at me and Dee's house early one Saturday morning to get to building, using 2x6s, not 2x4s to build the inside structure. Once the inside structure was built, it was time to attach the structure permanently in place with screws into the remaining family room wall, making sure it was both plumb and level before introducing the drywall. When we started adding the drywall, that's when I really started to see my second pony wall craftsman idea come to life. I knew in an instant that I had made the right choice deciding to add a second pony wall instead of taking the original one away. Then it was time to start adding the wood trim, using both the old pieces we had initially removed and the new ones I was lucky enough to acquire from a wood supplier in San Marcos. The old and new wood trim weren't a 100% match, but I knew with a little caulking and paint, you and I would never know the difference. Since we were trying to recreate a second pony wall to match the original, it was crucial that we pay close attention to how the trim was initially installed on the lone one, even taking note of any space or specific angle they used in cutting the trim. After all the trim was secured in place, it was time for me to start hiding the seam between the original family room wall and our newly formed second pony wall, using drywall tape and joint compound. I then let 24 hours pass before I continued the work on the second pony wall. The following day, I had 2 things on the agenda: sanding and texturing. The initial pony wall's top outside corner had a slight roundness on its edge, so I used my handy-dandy electric sander to help recreate the curve on the new trim. Next, it was time to once again focus on the pony wall's drywall seam, sanding down the joint compound to a smooth finish so it was even with both the wall and the pony wall's drywall. Then I shook up another can of that orange peel and got to texturing, trying not only to hide the drywall seam, but also to match the texture on the original family room wall. I got as close as possible and then called it a day so the orange peel spray could properly dry. And then it was Paint City, painting the drywall first and then worrying about the trim. And this is where I realized where most of my remaining energy for the family room renovation was going to go, and that's painting. Oy vey! Join me next episode to see all the painting I had to conquer, and I do mean conquer, in order to get this family room so close to being finished.